So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. We're out here in the woods today. Gonna clean up this brush pile a little bit. I had a fire out here about 3 days ago, and then we had a whole bunch of rain. But as you can see, we kind of burnt the guts right out of the middle of that pile. So we're gonna get some stuff back into the center of it. Usually, I shouldn't say usually, but at times I've been able to get a fire going, you know, like 2 days after it burned out from all the hot coals. But with all that rain we had, I don't think I'll be able to do that, but that's okay. I just want to kind of get the pile collected up a little bit, push back in the middle. Just want to get this one little white oak out of the way here so I can get in there to where I need to be. That was easy. One thing that's nice, when the middle burns out of it, it makes all your branches and stuff a lot shorter, and it's easier to compact your pile some. Shake some mud off the rake there. Once we get over there a little bit, we will stir it up a little bit. I don't think there's many hot coals left after all that rain. Then tomorrow they're calling for an inch of rain. I was cracking up, all these people in the comments and people sending us pictures of all the snow they're getting, and it just keeps missing us. Well, it's not even really missing us, it's just the jet stream is not cooperating as far as snow goes. I don't mind some good snow. It's nice to get at least a couple good snows each year, but this year I'm pretty pleased with how mild this winter has been. I should have went around and gathered up some dead stuff to put in the center, but I'll be able to get it going again. If I was able to get this fire burning in the pouring down rain the other day, I'll be able to get it today. Although I am going to wait till a little closer to dark. It's a little breezy. We'll stir this up a little bit and see, but I don't think there's many hot coals, if any, in there. Kind of like mud, actually. Probably still warm though. I like putting a little bit of bigger stuff on the bottom too, just so once it gets going, it doesn't burn. You know, it doesn't bridge like over top. right, that should work out pretty good right there. I put 4 stumps on top of it, so as it burns, you know, they'll keep putting weight on what's left. Once we get that burn up, we'll take this big pile right here, push over top of it, then add some more stumps to it. So I'm gonna head over to the house right now. I'll come back in about an hour with some fuel, the leaf blower, all that, and we'll get this going again before dark. All right, we're back out here in the woods. We're gonna get this fire going. I'm using the same approach as I did the other day. I just used some fire starter just to get a flame going. Then I'm gonna use some diesel fuel. Once we get a few hot coals, we'll get the leaf blower. Should work out. I think it's going to be a lot easier than it was the other day. One, it's not pouring down rain like it was the other day. All right, I think the fire's starting to go now. I'll keep my eye on it. I may have to hit it with a leaf blower a time or two. But I'm gonna go around that other side there, put some more of that brush on top, and kind of smash it down a little bit more. What happens is the bottom kind of burns out of it, and then it just bridges over top of that. It's not hot enough to get it to keep feeding itself. So we'll take care of that. Years ago I was on a job, and I mentioned before I was a blaster, mostly on heavy highway construction, but occasionally if there was no blasting I would help out the guys on the dirt moving crew or maybe clearing crew. And one time I was running a old Cat 235, this big old excavator. There was no glass in the front of it, and I was feeding a burn pit, and we used a air curtain. I don't know if you ever saw it. It had a big engine on it. It was like a huge pipe that would force air into that pipe, and there were jets that would blow that air down into the trench, and it would burn anything up. And I mean, this machine was old, right? And I'd swing over top of that, and it'd be so hot. Like I said, there's no glass in it, and each time you'd swing over it, I just hoped that it didn't break down, you know, every single swing. But boy, those air curtains, they would burn the stuff up, I'm telling you. Whole trees, stumps, as fast as you could feed it. And I would feed piles with that excavator. You know, that was a pretty big machine, probably half as big as this entire pile, each scoop with the grapple. You know, each time it'd be about half as big as this pile, and in 10 minutes, all gone. All right, while we let that burn down a little bit, I'm gonna sharpen my saw here. All right, the fire is cooking. I'm gonna take the sidekick back over to the house and put all my tools away. Then I'll come back on a little bit with the excavator and we'll get like all this stuff in here, round up those couple last stumps, put them on there. But I'm gonna get most of this burned up today. I've only been out here a couple hours. We probably took out of here, if I had to guess, about 3 full cords of wood so far, maybe 4. I've got another one laying right over there that needs cut up. And then all this stuff here. Some of this will be saw logs, some will be firewood. But a lot of people are saying, you know, I've been burning up a lot of good firewood, and I have actually, but it's really not worth the time to cut all that up. Plus, you need some of that bigger stuff to keep the fire burning hot to get rid of the stumps. So I take as much as I can, or as much as I want to, and then just burn up the rest, which helps get rid of the stumps. So before I put the sidekick away, I'm going to load it up with firewood. It's going to be kind of miserable the next couple days, but so far this winter we have used almost 1 full bay, plus I think about a half a basket. Got 2 more bays filled up. That stuff will be really dry for next year, but we'll burn through this here in the next couple weeks, I'm sure, and then start filling this one back up again. All right, we are headed back out to stoke the fire and bring the excavator back in. right, I had a pretty good afternoon. Got a good bit of that pile burn up, and the fire is currently cooking right now. I'll come back out later on and check on it, but it's not going anywhere. But anyway, I appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on the next one.